What's up, everybody? AG the Dad here with Shit Talking Sundays. This is the fitness tip of the week. I don't know if you guys have been tuning in to my Facebook channel, um, but I've been sharing the fact that I've been going to the gym because I know some of y'all need some motivation. And I figure if you see me doing it, you might be motivated to try to do it also. Um, 5 days down, 1 week down. I'm back. I'm back. I'm working for my health. I have my why. You have to have yours. But today we here with Team Fitness Major, uh, Vince the Beast, and he's gonna give us some more fitness tips of the week. Let's just bring him on because I ain't got much to say about this fitness shit because I don't know nothing. I'm growing. I'm a baby like y'all, and that's why I'm here. So Vince, what's cracking? Vince the
What's
Beast.
up, brother?
Man, it's
All right, all right. I see you, man. Good stuff. That's what I'm
yes, sir.
talking about. You know enough that you keep going, so that's all. That's the main thing. Sometimes that's enough.
Man, you got to. If you want to live,
Yeah.
I'm trying to live to 100, man. If the Most High blesses me with 100, I want 100. If I can get 150, I'll take that too. I don't care if I'm
Okay.
moving like a snail. I just want to see life, enjoy it.
Absolutely. That's what it's about, man. Living.
So what we talking about today, man? What's the good word?
We're gonna talk about working out, of course.
Okay,
So,
well, I'm
so,
turning it on
so
over
we
to you.
we gonna hit this. Take it to the max. You know what I'm saying? So and we talked about it a little bit before, but I wanted to really emphasize because I get a lot of questions after that talking about when we had talked about it before one of the shows about the steady state um, versus the hit training when it comes to like your cardio. So I wanted to emphasize more what I mean, and I mean I talked about it a little bit, but I wanted to reiterate more about what hit is to really break down what you need to know and how you really to do it the right way so you can get all the benefits and bang from your buck. But before I start that, two things. First, I want to congratulate you, AG, for getting back on it. I'm glad that you're 5 days in. So obviously you look like you're feeling pretty strong. You're not having the setback. So that's a good thing. I know it's a journey.
Thank you, thank
So
you, thank you. I told
glad
y'all
to hear that.
as soon as I got this concussion under control, I was getting back in because I was noticing that I was getting that mid pudge. And for me, always being skinny, be careful what you pray for because as a skinny guy, when I say skinny, I mean like 5'7", 5'8", 115 pounds. 115 pounds of just nothing but fine. That wasn't enough. So I had to get in this gym, put some weight on. Now I'm 161. You know,
Okay.
got a little bit of, I got a couple guns. So my shit is getting there. I ain't ready for the gun show, but I'm getting there.
That's all
But you
right though. You got your sights. He's got your sights set. So that's what matters. That's accomplishments.
absolutely.
The second thing is, again, this is a show for the people. I tell you guys all the time. I tell you a lot of things all the time, but like, subscribe, share, comment. I mean, the show is growing. The platform is growing. Shit Talking Sundays is building up. So you guys need to get on now so you can say, hey, I remember back when. If you ever watch any of the shows, listen to any radio shows, or watch different shows, like, wow, I remember way back when it was just this. Well, the train is moving forward, y'all. So it's progressing just like our health goals and our workouts. So you need to make sure that you like, subscribe, share, comment, and tag everybody that you know. Not somebody, everybody that you know, because everybody needs this. But like I said, and this is one of the reasons why too. This is a show for the people. I tell you guys, this is an interactive show. I want you to have a comment or ask questions during the show. However you want to do it. You can call. You can text me. You can email me. You can call or email AG the dad. You can go come on the show and type it in live on the show on the platform. However you want to do it. But if you do, we will try to get back to you and let you and get an answer for you or answer your questions. So with that being said, I do have one question that was at the very tail end of the show last week. And if you guys didn't hear that show, please go back and check it out, like we talked about. But the question was, we was talking about the DOMs, the soreness and all of that, right? Like and pushing yourself and knowing that that soreness is one indicator of your body being being pushed to its limit or being fatigued out. So one of the question was, while working out, should you feel a burn? Does that let you know that you are that you're doing enough reps and enough reps in your set? And I would say to that, pretty much yes. I don't know if not necessarily a burn. It can be a burn, but it's just fatigue. Your body should be kind of based on what we're talking about in the show. Your body should be able to do maybe a few more, three more, maybe four more, with good form, good control of the weight or the movement that you're doing. If you're able to do five or more, then it was too light. It was too easy. So, but the last three should be challenging. The last two or three reps of whatever exercise you do should be challenging but doable with good form and control. So yes, you should feel burned by fatigue, however you look at it. But the last two or three should be challenging but doable. So that's the answer to that question. As far as the hit training, again, this is it's not. I don't hear about it as much as I used to. Um, I know it was a really big thing back when Beachbody was like first hitting the scene, and they was doing all these different programs, and a lot of them was talking about hit training, hit training, hit training. And again, for those that don't know what that is, and you see it's HIIT, high intensity interval training. So all that and to break that down, to let you know what that means is you think of intervals, right? Like intermittent, like you do this, like it's in spurts, it's in bursts. So there's levels to it. So, and I'm gonna break that down more, but just think of different levels, like going high level to a moderate or low level, or low level to a moderate level. But with hit, it's high intensity. So you're going from a low or moderate level to a high level and or maximum level. And people talk about pushing themselves their hardest or going hard, go home, all the different slogans. But I find most people don't actually apply that. And here's how you're gonna know. Well, before we do that, here's how we're gonna know. I'm gonna give you the steps. First and foremost, if you really want to know what your max, like, so if you have a watch or you wear like a heart rate monitor or anything that calculates your VO2, your volume, your oxygen, basically your heart rate throughout a workout or throughout a session. If you take anything for that, if you have a watch or whatever you use for that, you calculate your VO2 or your maximum output as far as for your heart rate for your age, and it's super easy calculation. It's just 220 minus your age. So if you're 30, your max heart rate should be 190. If you're 50, it's 170. So what that means is your max output for your age heart rate you should be pushing your heart to is that number. Now, don't get me wrong, you can challenge yourself and go a little bit above that, but you don't want to do that too often, if at all. And if you do, only like if you're doing something like a hit training. You don't want to sustain it at that high of a level. So, people talking about, oh, go 100, go 100, push 100%, push 1,000. Yeah, but not when it comes to your heart rate. You don't want to do 100 of your heart rate because that is real dangerous. A lot of things can happen: pass out, um, heart attack, stroke. There's so many things because again, you want to challenge your heart. It's a muscle. It want to challenge your muscle, your heart muscle is a good thing. That's why exercise is important, especially like uh, cardio style training. So, like we talk about different styles of training. So, anything that keeps your challenges your heart is a good thing because you want to build that muscle up. You want that muscle to grow. I mean, not to grow, but to work and flow. To push your blood throughout your body, because that's obviously, and you want it to be strong. You want it to get challenged or get trained, conditioned to sustain for a long time. Obviously, if your heart stops, you're in trouble. That's a problem. So, but you don't want to do again 100% of whatever your max is. But that's how you calculate it. So when you see on the machines, they will have the little sensor or the little sensor tape or tab or whatever you want to call it. That it has like different. It says heart zone or training zone or heart rate, whatever it says, and it has like a 60 to 70, and so a lot of times it'll show your age group. Some of them will show the VO2 max calculation. It'll show your age group. For this age group, for this level, you want to be at this. For this level, you'll be at this fat burning zone or aerobic zone or maximum output zone, whatever. There's like yellow, orange, red, whatever. There's different, a whole bunch of them on there. So again, so that's how you calculate that. So you want to challenge it to where you get, depending on your training style, what your training regimen is for that day or that week or that whatever that circuit is that you're doing, that specific program. With hit training though, again, you want to get, so when I say high, you're in the 90 percentile range, maybe 85%. Might should be at the, I mean, then, and before you do this, of course, check with your doctor. Make sure that you're good to go with hit training, because this is not for everybody, and it is not for those people that have been sitting on the couch for 2 years. You do not want to go from sitting on the couch to doing hit training. I know everybody wants to burn fat. Again, we're on the last minute run for summer hits. Couple more weeks. People want to get that summer body, but you don't want to do it to the detriment of risking injury or having any type of emergency. So I don't recommend this for anybody that has been sedentary for a period of time. Now, if you've been working out for a while, or if you are and already you're at a general fitness level or above average level, then definitely by all means, it's a great way to shock the body, to challenge your body, to force your body to adapt because it changes. Because you can never adjust your body to maximum output. Like the maximum output that's exactly what it is maximum output. Now, as you condition yourself, of course, you can get better at challenging your body, period. But as far as your maximum output, it is based off of your age, minus 220. So, whatever your heart rate zone is, whatever that heart rate zone is, that's your maximum. So, as you condition yourself better, you can maybe sustain it for longer and maybe increase your time. So, in the sense of cardio, you might increase your speed. In the sense of maybe weight training, maybe you will increase your reps, your rep count. If you're doing like 30 seconds of push-ups or squats or leg press, you can increase your how many reps you do in that 30 seconds. Which brings me to that point. You only should do about 20, 30 seconds max on your hit, on your high intensity part. Because anything more than that, it's not high intensity if it's any more than that. If you're doing a full minute, you're not doing high intensity training. You're doing more of a moderate intensity training. So I'm gonna put it like this. Everybody, most people, I believe, have watched sprinters. If you've watched sprinters, how many seconds do they actually go to their maximum? Now, of course, they're at a high elite level, but just think of put yourself in that shoes, in those shoes, push yourself to the max. How long, even with for a high level athlete, how long do you think they could sustain it? Pushing their maximum output, running as fast as humanly possible as they can. 20, 30 seconds is going to be your max, period. After that, your body will slow, your output and your performance will diminish, or you'll slow down. So again, if you're doing call yourself doing hit training, and you're doing it for, oh, I'm doing 1 minute on, 1 minute off, or if I'm doing a minute and a half of hit training on the high intensity, no, that's not hit training. That is training, of course, and it's challenging, but I'm speaking specifically of hit training, like pushing yourself as hard as you can. You shouldn't get past 30 seconds. And when you get to that 30 seconds, if you make it to 30 seconds, then you are going to be feeling it. Like I tell you, when I do my hit, I did it actually this morning. I did some fasted hit training. When I did it this morning, every time I got done, I made it to 30 every time, which was a challenge. It wasn't easy, and that's extremely hard to do. So if you don't do so say you set your goal for 30 seconds spurts. If you don't get to 30 every time, especially if you get into multiple reps or multiple, I did sprints. So you get to multiple sprints or you get to multiple reps or sets. It's okay, because again, that's how your body's supposed to act. Your body's not, you're not robotic. We're organic. So you're going to fatigue. That is the point. If you are not fatiguing, then you didn't push yourself to your maximum heart rate. Now, and again, so if you started out doing 30 seconds and then your last couple runs or sprints or sets or whatever you did was only like 20 seconds, that's fine. Or 15 seconds, that's fine. Because that is the purpose. And again, as you continue to do so, you will increase your stamina and your recovery. So your recovery will come back faster. Your stamina will build stronger, and then you can sustain it longer. That's the whole purpose of, and that's why a lot of athletes and junior athletes and those that and studies are done by doing these type of assessments. Push yourself as hard as you can, and they check all your numbers, they monitor all your stats, and then they base it, and then they base it, and they usually reassess you, and base it on when you do it again in a month or 6 weeks or whatever it is. So again, so it's about 30, 20, 30-second intervals. That's about all you're going to get. Another way if you are really doing hit, besides the fact that you're going to be breathing super heavy and you might be, oh God, or whatever are wanting to bend over or getting on the knee, depending on what you're doing, is obvious. That's a good sign. But another way if you're doing hit is, or another way to do hit properly is to don't focus on. So I'm speaking of, well, it doesn't matter whether you're applying in resistance training or cardio. Don't set. I mean, it's okay to set a standard, but don't hold that number as gospel. So say you do 30-second sprints, or you do 30 seconds of 20 or 30 seconds of whatever burpees. 'Cause burpees, you can't do burpees. You can't really do burpees half-assed. It's kind of a all in or not. There's some exercises you just can't do halfway. You're either in it or you're not. So your recovery time. Let's say you set your recovery time for 2 minutes. That's fine to set it there, but don't hold it. Don't hold that again as gospel. If you get to that 2 minutes and you still are not recovered enough to where you can push yourself to your maximum output again, then take another 30 seconds. It's hit training. It's not. It's a very unpredictable test or training style. It's not one of those where you're guaranteed to be recovered after this long. And again, it's based on a lot of things, based on what you're doing and based on your conditioning, your ability to recover. So in the beginning, if you do it, when a couple months into your training, lifestyle, you may have to take 2.5, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. As you get 6 months in of training in your body, you may be able to do 2.5, 2 minutes. But it's the hit training is the going as hard as you can when you can. Now, of course, if it's taking you 5, 6, 7 minutes, then yeah, I mean that tells you a lot that maybe you're not ready to do a hit training, because at the end of the day, yes, you still need to challenge your body. So there, I guess there could be a cap. If it's taking you a really long time, a lot of minutes to recover to the point where you can do it. Now, I mean, when I say recover, it doesn't mean like you feel good like you did in the beginning. That means that you have enough juice to do one more, to do another round, period. To maybe push for another 30 seconds. It doesn't mean that you're fully recovered. So, but make sure that you are recovered enough to where you can do that next set with good form, good control, and without any risk of injuries. So that's the base. That's how hit training is designed, and that's the real identity of hit training. And again, depends on what you're doing. It depends on how you do it. You can either rest, like if you like say if you're doing squats and you do or leg press and you're maxing out and you're doing for 30 seconds, so you can rest and just let your body just recover completely. Or an instance of if you're doing it on the treadmill, or even if you're doing resistance, but if you're doing it on a treadmill, then you would break it down to where you are walking at a slow enough pace to where you can catch your breath. And basically a slow enough pace is like if you was like if you walked on a treadmill and you're like talking with a friend, say you're walking with somebody on a treadmill and you're talking with them and you guys are chatting as you're walking. So a real relaxed walk. But you can also do it to where you challenge it to where it is more of a moderate walk where you can't speak more than maybe one or two sentences. I recommend doing it the other way where you go to a low intensity, because again, you want to recover so that you can go ass just flat out and haul ass, or flat out and just go ape on whatever the machine or the equipment or whatever you're doing. And then when you do that, your body, your body will respond by adjusting to that high intensity of training. And one of the couple of ways that it's going to do that is, one, it's going to work on your heart muscles, it's going to work on your oxygen level, it's going to build your body up to a higher capacity to be able to withstand a higher amount of output as far as short spurts and bursts. Another thing it's going to do, depending on what you're doing, is going to build muscle so that your body can sustain, hold the weight, or sustain your body if you're doing body weight for for future um, hit training cycles. Another thing it's going to do, and it's going to burn fat, because like I said before, fat has does not help the muscles move. It doesn't help the body to to work. It's lazy. It's lethargic. It has no. It's just lard. It doesn't create the body levers to push out the output that you need. So again, that's why the body will burn fat if you're steady working out and you are trying and you're building muscle. It wants to build muscle enough to where your body will be able to sustain and maintain whatever crazy endeavors you want to put it through your training cycle. So that is the hit training. You can do hit training multiple days in a week. Depending on your training style again, and a lot of this depends on what your training style. You said you could do it with weight training or resist body weight training or any kind of resistance training, or you can do it in just cardio. So there's multiple ways you can do it. So there's multiple days that you can do it. Again, now again, this is one of those. It's kind of like power training, because power is a similar thing to where you are explosive through each repetition, through each set. It's explosive. It's one two, one two, one two, one two, as explosive as you can. So in this case, as fast as you can. So it's very similar in that type of style. With those training styles, you're only going to be able to do about a good, if you do a whole program for that, you're only going to do about 4 weeks of that, maybe five, because we talked about before where your joints are going to start to want to um, ache more, and you're going to need to have that better recovery. So, but it is a great way to challenge your body to where it is forced to adapt, because it does not get used to 90% of your max output, or 85% of your max output, or 95%. Your body cannot get used to that. Just like, for whatever reason, people talk about, burpees, lunges. There's some things that your body might be able to adjust and be able to maintain, or to get through it. But it's not going to be where you can just totally uh, continue on without any setbacks, or without having some a delayed and longer fatigue over a shorter period of time, as opposed to just regular strength training, or regular steady state cardio, or a lighter resistance program. So with that being said, I had one question that was sent to me, um, not totally related to this. It was, they talk about, your abs are related and are created in the kitchen. But what type of exercises do you do to flatten your stomach, and or what exercises do you do to, tone your stomach? So of course I talked about that before also, but you have to do some core training. You have to do core training. A couple examples is planks, um, floor crunches, stability ball crunches, hanging leg raises. I don't believe in the machines like I've preached before. That was a couple of ab machines was actually on my top five don'ts. If you remember, if you listen to that show, if not, again, get on this shit talking Sundays wagon, and like, subscribe, share, and comment, so that you can listen to this show and other shows that are on here. But you can go back and you can just tap into your to the pages that you're subscribed to, and you can go to the don'ts. And a couple ab machines are in that. So I don't I don't recommend machines at all. Um, Even if you are, say, if you have low back problems, which I know a lot of people do, even if and only like a real, I mean, it's a very small percentage of people that I would put on an exercise machine. It would be those that actually have no core strength or stability. Usually somebody that's in like rehab, or have been to rehab for like some type of an injury or surgery. But even then, I'm really selective on how I would what if I would put them on machines. But I've only put a couple people on machines. Um, I would say three people actually in all my 14 years. Um, I put like three people on actual ab machines. I put everyone else is just body weight, or some type of resistance bands, or different training styles, but no machines. It's all freestyle stuff, or body weight only. So that I hope that answers that question. Hope I answered the question good for from last week's. And again, I love questions. So anytime I have a question, drop us a line, hit it on the show, so that we can answer that question live and now. Or again, if I miss it, you can always hit me up, hit AG the dad up, and then he'll relay the message to me, and I'll try to answer. The same with any topics. If you have any questions, any topics, any subjects you want to know about, please, hit one of us up so that we can talk about it. Because this is the show for the audience. It's for you guys. So I'm trying to share with you. AG brought me here so that I can spread some knowledge and give you guys some information and some tips and some direction. And then again, if you want to come and check us out at teamfitnessmajor.com, and we do free consultations. We can help you get started. We'll get you on a pathway to success on your fitness journey. So whenever you need to, drop us a line or give us a call, send us an email. You see the information on the screen now, and then we can make sure that we get it in and get you on the right path, because this is all about getting you to a healthier you. AG's trying to live to 100 or a buck 50, so I mean that's a great goal. He'd be on record for the oldest man alive recorded.
There's records of older than that, but I mean, I just want to get triple digits. You know, if I'm gonna live in triple digit weather like we having out here in Sacramento, I might as well try to live to triple digits. I was thinking the other day about getting a pet uh turtle, a box turtle, one of them, turtles that get huge. And I got to thinking, damn, if I got that pet, that would be the first pet that I know for a fact, as long as it eats, regularly, doesn't get sick, it will outlive me. Those things live to like 150. My
Oh,
great
wow.
grandkids would be like, yeah, my great grandfather bought this when he was a little kid, and this thing is still alive, I and it was passed on like an heirloom that we were told we had to pass it on and take care of it forever. So if I ever hit the lottery, I'm buying me one or two box turtles, probably like a pair, like a boy and girl, a male and female. I mean, and I'm gonna mate them. And in my trust account that I would set up, it would say I would leave everything to the turtles. And
Yeah,
and
those, especially
you
the
know,
turtles, those tortoises. Yeah, especially that, man. Those joints, they live for a long time.
you
All
know,
that slow motion. That's
hey,
steady motion. They have
slow
the steady
steady.
motion because it takes so long to get from point A to point B. They got to steady go. It
Yeah,
takes them half a day to get across the field.
man,
So
you know. At least I know that if he's on one side of the house at night, if I see him going towards the other side, I'll know where he's at later.
exactly,
I don't
they're
know.
moving the
You
whole
know,
time.
just crazy thoughts. Oh, while I got everybody's attention, shit talking Sundays. We in the bobblehead game, so I'm just letting y'all know out there, if you need a bobblehead of your big head, um, shit, if you need a bobblehead of my big head, um, they're not cheap, because they're handcrafted, um, and sculpt. Well, let me say they're hand sculpted,
Mm.
and they're amazing. And you should check them out, if you want a bobblehead just to impress your coworkers. And I'm sure people gonna talk about you. So yeah, that's the one thing I can say is the bobbleheads is the action right now. That's the new thing. You can go to my website, shittalkingsundays.com, and if you go to the website and click on the link, you'll get a 10% discount code. So check them out.
Yeah, I saw that. Might have to get a fitness major one. That would be interesting. I don't know if I'm ready for the jokes yet, though.
Hey man,
But I
from
mean, custom work though.
from what I've seen, they were really tight. My boy just ordered one fly ski from the 106 out of Las Vegas. Check him out. He's got a comic book. It's also at Shit Talking Sundays. If you go to Shit Talking Sundays, the website, and in the menu bar, uh, click on the new shit tab. When you
Hmm.
click on the new shit, it'll take you right to his comic book. It'll take you to the bobbleheads, and all the new items that are going to be latest, greatest, hottest, must haves. all I'm about to put links to all those. At least those will be things that are on my mind that I want people to know and have access to. There will be a fitness book that one that we're going to sell, and we got a couple that we're going to be giving away. Stay tuned. There's a lot of things getting ready to happen with this fitness stuff that we do, and so we got some ebooks that are coming. Um,
Yeah, my ebook should be out this year too. Claim Your Success. So
right on. Yeah. So yeah, everybody out there, we're serious about this fitness and health game. You know, this isn't a get rich quick by no means, because this definitely uh, there's no pay in this. This is strictly to make sure that you people out there, my loyal fans, are out there trying to stay healthy. I'm trying to keep you healthy so that I have people to just watch my streams. I mean, I want to talk shit because every day is shit talking Sundays, and
yeah, and he wants some people to talk to back when way back when you hit that century mark. We're like, hey, yeah, remember when we started this shit talking Sundays? Like, oh yeah, yeah, I remember all that.
hey, we got a question.
I see.
So
Yeah, when you hit a plateau, it's hit a good way to move to get you past it, move you past it, get the move the needle. Absolutely. I mean, again, I want to emphasize if you're in a condition of doing condition to do so, but typically if somebody's hit a plateau, they've been doing it for 3 or 4 months, before they hit that plateau. So it's not the only way, but it is definitely a good way again to break up the cycle. And that's why I say you should work out and you should get with training programs, especially if you're a novice, if you're new to working out, and if you and because it gives you a platform, it gives you direction, and it gives you gauges on how to progress through each week. Even some of them are even through each workout, and you can see. And some people get bored with doing the similar or same thing for a set number of weeks. But I can promise you, a lot of bodybuilders, a lot of a lot of fitness professionals that you've seen their transformations and you've seen them grow and develop. A lot of them went through program designs. They are set there to help you gauge and build, and to keep from to minimize the ability of plateauing, and to get you to challenge your body. And one of the ways to get you to break the plateau, because it challenges your body in from different styles and different sets and different levels. So stability training to go into a strength, go into a power, to go back, there's so many max strength, there's so many different training styles um, that you can do. So honestly, especially if you have a professional helping you, you should never get. I mean, you might get into a plateau, but you should never stay into a plateau for any length of time if you even get to one. Because if you do, then that means that again the body's getting stale. Now, again, we talked about this before. Seeing the person in the gym in January, and you see them again in November, and they've been consistent. You've seen them, and you haven't seen much of a change. And that's why I say it's not just about being committed to being consistent. It's committing to be consistent and progressive. You have to be progressive in your health journey, in your fitness journey, because if you're doing the same thing, expecting new results, you're going to get the same results. It's just like the guy that worked out, that was work weightlifting in the gym at school in high school, and he's just doing this. He's done these same workouts for 15 years, similar workouts all the time, all the time, all the time, and body's not changing. The reason is because your body has adapted to that, and it doesn't want to change anymore because it doesn't need to, because it's comfortable, it's accustomed, it's gotten complacent with the things that you do, because you have told your body this is the level, this is it, we're here. So I don't. So there's nothing. that the body doesn't expect. It's kind of like, I know what's going to happen. Now, this is a daily routine. This is my habit. I know. It's like waking up in the morning, brushing your teeth. You get in that work habit, a habit of your daily life, your weight training habit. If you continue getting a weight training daily habit, weekly, monthly habit, your body will stop adapting to it. So you need to change that up. And hit this training is definitely a good way to do it, because again, you can get comfortable with hit, just like you can't get comfortable with power. The reasons why you change out of power or change out of hit primarily is going to be because your body can't maintain that high of level of output for 6, 7, 8 weeks if you're doing it right. Again, so if you are doing, say I've been doing hit training for 3 months, then I don't have to. I'm gonna question your hit training. Where is your high part? Because your high part is not where it needs to be in relation to your max output or your max or your heart rate. Because if it was, you couldn't do it. You could not. I can't do it. I've never been able to. Even at my fittest, I've not been able. I wasn't able to sustain doing, like, I didn't do a lot of hit per se, but I did more power. I did power circuits cycles, and I could do about 4 or 5 weeks. Maybe I would get to 6, but the body, I mean, mentally, you start to drain, you start to get fatigued, and physically, your body just doesn't want to explode, get up and explode. Like, oh my God. And so you start dreading it, which is obviously you don't want to do, because that's when people want to quit.
Yeah. You know, for me, um, when I was going hard for about 9, 10 months, every 5 days a week, um, I'm an extrovert. I like to talk, and when I see some people that are there consistently, that's why they say that physical fitness is a lifestyle. It's not something you just want to play with. It's you want to live it. Um, when I felt that I was plateauing, I always looked around to see who I saw that was working out. True story. Um, there was this chick, a female, that was at the gym, and I would see her. She would do legs like 3 times a week, kind of like women do legs like men do chest. And I'll be the first to admit that my legs could use a little bit of help. So I decided I've plateaued over here. So I wanted to change my routine up a little bit. So I asked this chick, this lady, if she wouldn't mind training me for just one day. I just wanted to, can I do your routine, follow your routine? And you will truly be humbled by doing somebody else's routine, because the angles and the lift and the routine of lifting it is going to shock your body, because um, it has made itself accustomed to doing A, B, C every day. Come in, you lift this body weight, you do that body part, and then you do this, and you go home every day. And then all of a sudden, you go to your friend and or somebody you see in the gym, and you tell them, "Hey, train me." And now you went to A to Z to B to S, and your body's going, "What the hell? What the shit talking Sunday's going on here?" And you will feel the pain in the morning, because when I was done after that workout, I literally could not walk for about 3 days. So I'm pretty sure I went harder. And as a guy, the macho in me didn't want to see her squatting more than me, and I still couldn't keep up because I wasn't gonna try. She's been doing it, and my legs hurt so bad. I think I even mentioned this on an earlier episode. So some of y'all that tuned in from the beginning, this is a repeat. But I literally When I was taking a shit talking Sunday, I'm telling you, I couldn't even get off the toilet. I contemplated yelling, "Babe, help! I can't get up. I fell on the toilet and I can't get up. I'm taking a shit and I can't get up." But the no quit, never give up in me, the why for me was I had to get my ass up off this toilet by myself and not be humiliated. So you know what I did? Luckily for me, the door handle was right there. I reached out, fought through the pain, grabbed the door handle, grabbed the sink, and pulled myself up and yelled the whole way as I did it, but I made it.
Yeah.
The next morning, I was coming down the stairs and I almost tumbled down the stairs because your legs, trust me, your legs don't work right when they've been challenged. So that's my story. And I'm going to just let you know that's how I flip the script. If
Yeah.
you can't
And
afford one, or you come here, shit talking Sundays, we're going to give you jewels on how to work out. But if you want personal training and in these times, um, your health is more important than your wealth, although your wealth is how you can keep up with your health. So it's a catch 22. But I am going to say if you need personal training, call my boy, call the beast. The beast will unlock the beast in you. If you wanted a beast body, if you're a man, hit the number. If you wanted that damsel in distress body that somebody who's a beast is going to come save you, you got to holler at the beast so he can sculpt you to become what you want to be. If you want to stay big, be big and healthy. If you want to stay skinny, be skinny and healthy. Just be healthy. Hit that number 916 410 1950, just in case somebody out there is not paying attention to the video and you're just listening. So I just want to make sure you got it. 916 410 1950. It's like a social security number. Okay. Make sure you remember that. That's how you unlock your good health credit. Call that
yeah,
number.
absolutely. Yeah. And to what you just said, it is proven. It's proven fact that when you have a good workout partner, or when you one of the reasons why you were so sore too, besides the fact that you don't do a lot of legs at that time, was when you're working out with somebody, especially somebody that knows a little something or know what they're doing, knows how to move their way around the gym. When you have a good partner or a good workout buddy, it you tend to get more out of it. You work harder just because if you have a partner. That's the whole. That was. I mean, you look at bodybuilders. You look at, again, I talk about bodybuilders, but you look at fitness enthusiasts. You look at a lot of those people, especially if you follow them on the different channels. A lot of times you see them. They have someone they're working. They have a workout buddy, a workout partner, a workout spouse. It takes it to another level, especially if just because they're working out hard, it's going to motivate you. It don't gotta be necessarily. I don't know if it was an ego thing with you as much of as it just motivated you because you saw her grinding, and that motivated you to grind. Like, oh man, I don't know if I can do another one of these. Then you saw her just punching them out. I'm like, damn, okay, well I got another one of these. Let's go.
It wasn't so much an ego for me as okay. Um, when you get to the point of working out for 9 months, your body, or at least your mental, tells you, man, you got this. Just wait, because you're so used to working out on your upper or on body parts that you are comfortable with working out. That sometimes, not sometimes, you want to, whenever you get a chance, you definitely want to challenge yourself. Every
Hmm.
time you challenge yourself, it will make for a better situation. Trust and believe.
Yeah, and then so like, when people work out with me, or when I train people, a lot of times they'll be working out, and they try. they either have a circle or they're working towards getting a circle of friends that also want to work out. Because again, a lot of people want a good workout partner, and it can be very challenging for people to find a good workout partner, one that's consistent. But a lot of times when they train with me, and then they one of their friends will want to go work out with them, and they do one of they told me, I've heard this too many times. They told me that, yeah, my friend, we worked, we did X, Y, or Z program. We did whatever workouts that you taught me, or whatever workout we did last week together, or whatever workout, something that you showed me. And they were like, what the hell? And then they was next day, they was like, they was feeling like you was for those 3 days. They was stuck on the shitter, or stuck in the bed, or it took them a little bit longer to decide to get out the car because their legs were so damn sore, or because their arms or their shoulders. It took them a little bit longer to do that, or made them think a little bit about that food that they going before they eat that bad food. Like, damn, I remember, yeah, damn, this was torture. So, there's levels to this, and I mean, that's the one reason why there are fitness professionals, and there's people that there's trainers, because there's levels to this. Is a lot more than just going to the gym, reading what the machine says to do, and doing it. There's a lot more to it than that. And how you create a training style is how you're going to set your body up for the successes and or lack thereof that you are striving for, that you achieve or don't. So it's always good to seek professional guidance, and it's always good to have a good, if you can, have a good workout partner. But I'll definitely, at one point in time, no matter if it's the beginning, middle, or further beyond, to get guidance from somebody who studied the body and studied fitness and training, because for one, they're gonna make most of them, at least the ones that people like me, those enthusiasts, those nerds, are going to put you in the proper positions and making sure that you're doing stuff the right way, and it's going to challenge you and help you build for not just that workout or that week or that package that you bought, but for the future, to continue to challenge yourself beyond my services or their services. So always, seek that. I always recommend that, whether it's me or somebody else, I don't care, but always seek to get that professional. It's just like, you know learning how to drive. Like, you can learn how to drive on your own, which is good, but there are levels. So to seek someone that that knows how to drive, or has driven for a long period of time, and really knows how to handle the wheels of cars, especially if you have like a high powered car, fast car. You want to get that professional guidance just for a little bit.
Hello, hello. Sorry.
Hmm. That's all I got.
That's it. That's that. You're done. Stick a fork in you. Uh Shit Talking Sundays fitness tip of the week is done, huh? Well, everybody, you have all the contact information. If you're trying to get your health in order, teamfitnessmajor.com. If you want to email him, you can email him at fitnessmajor@gmail.com. I even told you, if you just want to holler at him and let him hear your voice, there's the number. You just want to holler at him and hit on him, there's the number. It don't matter to me, because every day is Shit Talking Sundays. And you just want to call him just to talk shit. Tell him that I don't feel that your plan is right. I think I need you to come train me. I'm sure he'll figure out a way to come train you. Come on
I'll
down.
come kick. No, I'll figure a way to come kick your ass.
Yeah, I've
You
seen.
challenge me like that. Okay, y'all don't know. All right, I got you.
So don't be afraid. Look, Everybody, like I keep saying, I'm not going to stop saying, you have to have a reason why, and you have to stay motivated to do it. Once you get motivated and you make it a habit, you definitely will see success in your life on any of the things that you're trying to achieve. I wanted to gain weight. I used to every day pray, God, just make me fat. Just make me fat. And you know what? I went from 115 to almost 175. But it was muscle solid 175. And then I got a concussion. And for 9 months, I didn't do shit talking Sundays. And I got a beer belly, man, and I don't even drink. So I don't know, man. Stay healthy,
All
everybody.
right, you're on the way back. That's all that matters.
That's the plan. Well, thanks, Vince the Beast with Team Fitness Major. Uh, I want to thank you for doing what you do, getting everybody all hyped up and excited to be healthy. Um, every day, if you have a significant other, when you wake up in the morning, roll over, look at him and say, look at them, him or her, and say, I'm so blessed to have you in my life one more day. Let's keep being healthy. That's your reason to live. That's your reason to work out. Let that be the reason. If you have children, I know I'm guilty of standing in the doorway looking at my children sleep at least one time in my life. If that's your reason to stay healthy so you can have those days, let that be your reason. If your reason is you have an ex that you want to make jealous and envious, let that be your reason, but don't let that be the reason you stop doing it as well once you accomplish whatever that goal is. Keep setting your goals and get yourself out there to be motivated to be everything that you want to be. Change begins with you. That's Team Fitness Major's motto. Change begins with you. So if you're not willing to put a little bit of time in, who will? Because if you don't give a fuck, well, we don't give a fuck. You know the song, how the song goes. So I'm telling you, get out there, stay healthy, live your life one day at a time, and just know that you have people out there that love you and they want to see you every day. Until you lose somebody who's extra special to you, you will not understand. My father, when he passed, he was 79 years old. He lived a very good life. Um, but the last, I want to say, good last 10 years of his life, he wasn't really working out. I mean, he was like couch potatoed. And the last couple years, I was always saying to him, man, get to the gym, at least walk on the treadmill. And he said, man, if I'm lucky to walk from the front door to the mailbox and back, I'm doing good. And that isn't life. So unless that's where you want to end up, keep it moving. Or you look, if you don't keep it moving, it'll permanently stop you. You will stop. You won't be able to move. You see a lot of people out there that it's not weight that is keeping them from walking. It's just the fact that they decided they didn't want to use their legs. There's been many times that I went to the hospital to see, my elders, and they're laid up in the bed, can't get out of bed, can't walk, having to do physical therapy. If you want your golden years to be that person that's laid up in the bed, and only thing you can do is eat and piss and shit uh, in a pan, then let that be it. Me, um, I want to try to keep moving. That's why I did this. That's why um, I'm always looking for something to keep me motivated to get out there. Like I said, there will be books. There's going to be all kinds of things out there that I'm going to bring to y'all. Check out Morning Coffee with AG the Dad, yours truly. Um, I'm not putting a particular day or time. Just hit the notification button. And when I decide to go live and talk about it, it might be breaking. I might be uh, backstage at a show. I might be at a red carpet event. I might be um, just having a day. Me and my dog. Uh, so you just never know. Um, but stay blessed, everybody out there. I appreciate you. I know that your time is valuable. You took the time out to check out my podcast because you wanted to get healthy. Stay healthy. Share, subscribe, hit the notification button, and tell everybody. Tell everybody. The more people you make healthy around you, or to get them to exercise, the more your team will be winning because you guys are doing it together. You'll stay motivated. So, with that being said, stay blessed. I'm AG the Dad. Peace. I'm out.